Oh, how dare you eat fries when they didn't deliver my fries?
It's
All
funny.
I
I never
wanted
eat
was
fries anymore.
McDonald's fries. I wanted them so bad.
That's our intro. Just you saying that.
Yeah, that I well now it's not because you said that's our intro. Ah, Adam, now we have to no, it's okay. We'll just keep it. All right, hi folks, how's it going?
Hi,
We're the
Morgan.
Hi Adam. Hi. We're the video hosers. And as you can see, I'm in sunny what's the place called? Rockopolis or no, Bedrock.
Bedrock? Rockopolis. That's
How did I not know that?
yeah.
I'm offended at myself.
Rockopolis
Right.
is where they live in Voyage of the Rock Aliens. That sounds like
Right.
an all
Yeah,
musical city.
Rockopolis. All right. Well, I'm in sunny Bedrock here at Rock Donald's. Where are you, Adam?
Wrong finger. And
Here.
I'm poking Big Mac's nose. I'm fighting the
Oh,
man in Big
he's gonna
Mac
come get
jail.
you. He's gonna drive in and get you.
Well,
That's right,
don't worry.
folks.
I'm the
We're
Hamburglar
here.
and I'm driving away.
You're gonna drive away? I got Ronald with me. So that's right, folks. We're here to talk all McDonald's. We are gonna watch a half hour of McDonald's commercials that I've cut together. So recently I started using AI technology to transcribe all of the tapes that I have. And I'm like 900-ish tapes in. And I was like, oh, this is cool. I can search for keywords now. So I can look up anything. And I was like, McDonald's. So I searched McDonald's. And so far, out of the 900 tapes that I've transcribed, I've pulled over 2 hours of unique McDonald's commercials, which is crazy to think how many fucking McDonald's commercials there are. Like there
Infinite.
was yeah, infinite. And it seems like based on what we'll see here that the campaigns were very much like multi-layered. So there were multiple like iterations of each commercial. There were like in the campaign there was 50 different ones. So like the family going to the McDonald's, there's like 50 variations on that single thing. And they
Also,
just
depending
did
on
it
what
at nauseum.
period they were in their court cases with the mascot characters who they couldn't
Really?
use. Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen that. That's funny.
They that was
Uh
held up for about 20 years because it was all owed to Sid and Marty Croft, which is, we've talked about them enough in past episodes, but they never
I,
paid.
I mean the 70s era of McDonald's definitely looks like it was sponsored by Sid and Marty Croft, like big
Yeah.
time. Yeah. So yeah, we got 30 minutes of commercials. I've got some McDonald's. I even got a Happy Meal. I got my first Happy Meal in years. Look at it, Despicable Me 4. And I'm gonna open up this bad boy and we're gonna find out what toys inside
I got a
later on.
McGrumper meal.
Hey now.
But I
And I
got
got
fries. They
my
forgot your fries when you got
they
them.
forgot my fries, but they didn't forget my chicky nuggies.
Chicky
But they
nugget.
did they did forget my they forgot my Szechuan sauce. I saw that there was Szechuan sauce and I was like, oh great, finally that thing that happened when with Rick and Morty a decade ago I can get in
Right.
on.
Yeah, and everyone
But
was
no.
fighting over it. Yeah.
Remember that girl who sold her car? She legitimately traded her car for one packet of Szechuan sauce. I'll find it and I'll flash it here. But yeah,
The
isn't
car
that
was probably
insane?
set to self-combust in like 5 minutes.
I mean, anybody that really cares that much about getting Szechuan sauce probably isn't driving a good car, so it's not like it was a loss on their
And
end,
then you could
right?
buy it in the grocery store at one point. You could buy like buckets of McDonald's Szechuan sauce.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't even need
Oh,
to know that. Well,
yeah.
I'm sadly not going to know what Szechuan sauce tastes like again, because of those bastards at McDonald's. So, without further ado, let's watch 30 minutes of their wonderful commercials.
As I hold up
Oh,
some bootleg McDonald's socks that I
you
have.
got your burger socks?
Yeah.
All
It also
right.
has fries, unlike you.
Stop, stop talking about the fries. That's all I wanted. That's really
Oh, it
all I
was a
wanted.
fries.
In about 4 years,
Stephen King, he loves to get high and eat McDonald's.
was cut by 400 pages, and they're pretty lively pages. And one of the things.
Where's this going to go? How's this going to connect? I'm so lost.
America and this apocalyptic disaster. What do you think?
It sounds great.
The last? No. What do you think?
what do
the
you think
last
was the last
business in
business?
America that would
What it is?
that would be operating in this kind of situation? It's McDonald's, of course.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes, sir. Was that a quarter pounder with cheese and?
See, because I could keyword search McDonald's, I found that.
McDonald's has made a lot of
What?
changes. Except here.
Hi, welcome
No.
Since he's all
Yeah,
come
food,
from
folks, and fun.
taped off good old fucking George. I wonder if this was a wig or if it really did have that much hair in that day.
No, I think he really did have that much hair. You can tell me to pause at any time. There's no like break between these. It's just
Oh, I
30
just
minutes of
reliving it.
rapid fire commercials.
Go. I
You just want to let it
that-
waft over you as
that, like,
you
adult
walk this
burger that
burger
they
into
have?
my mouth.
Best lettuce and tomato hamburger ever.
Yeah, I remember that being pretty good, even that I was a kid at that point. And I actually liked the adult burger, but that didn't stick around, did it?
Now you don't
No,
have to be
I
from
think 'cause of the
country to
styrofoam
enjoy
folding
great
thing.
country eating. McDonald's introduces the new country-style McChicken
Oh,
sandwich.
And if you're a yokel,
White
you can
breast
also
meat
go
and crisp country
to
toppings,
McDonald's.
So you don't have to be from Tuscaloosa, Opelika, or
Opelika,
Appalachia
Appalachia.
special country seasonings.
Appalachia
You don't need
Cola.
to drive a pickup truck to pick up on that great country taste.
Oh,
And you don't need
I'm
a
just
fork
gonna
to
watch
eat
people
it.
eat burgers. I'm gonna make no
Country-style
comments, but I'm
McChicken,
just gonna make
only
eating sounds each person.
$1.
And then they,
There's a fun little character coming.
I got a oh yeah, I have this memory that this commercial that you could flip in little Goombas,
Oh yeah, okay.
and it
No,
doesn't
McDonald's
say
is
that, but
bouncing Super Mario and Friends, spinning Luigi.
I had
flipping
both of
Koopa,
these.
hopping
I think I actually had all of
Like
these.
four, a different one each week for 59 cents.
I never had the Koopa.
I definitely remember having Luigi on a cloud in the Mario.
I still have a Mario, but I didn't bring it out for the show tonight. So.
Food, folks, and fun. Makes me think of good old Doug Ford every time. He's the only person I ever really hear say folks.
Yeah, that's weird. I always think we have an American for a premiere somehow. It just feels like it. And McDonald's may very well kill him someday. So.
Yeah, right. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
What's that guy's name? Mac Tonight?
yeah, the Matt Tonight Moon Man.
That's Doug Jones, the dude that played Shape of
Yeah.
Water. That's who's in that suit.
And often played skinny lizard people in many movies.
Yeah, if you need like a gangly thin dude who's
was
willing to
behind
be in
McDonald's?
prosthetics
The
and not
lizard
be
people.
seen. Yeah.
We'll get sponsored by McDonald's this way, because I mean, are you going to play all 3 hours of the footage that you found on your WOC page? Because
Well, I could at some point.
it's not like you're being McMonetized anyway.
No. No.
Oh man,
Collect the mobsters from your game cards.
I'm not really a fan of this movie, but just the
tie-ins.
concept. There was such an amazing time. when that
It's
movie came out.
it is an unbelievable aesthetic, but it's
Yeah.
not a good movie. You know that Warren Beatty still owns the rights. That's why there's no Dick Tracy movie, or there's been no Dick Tracy anything. And the rights were supposed to lapse like 5-ish years ago. So he got Turner Classic Movies to let him make a 20-minute short film where he plays Dick Tracy touring the studio. And then that allowed him to keep the rights to Dick Tracy. Because he's still so mad about that movie that he won't let anyone else make anything on it.
I think in like 5 years, even if he does do that again, he'll only then have rights to things that are done the way the movie was done, because I
Oh,
believe
yeah, okay.
Dick Tracy itself becomes fucking public domain in about 5
Yeah,
years.
that would make sense that would be close.
It's a pre-First World War comic strip, I think. So
Mhm.
it's funny because that's how public domain works, because you have to renew it. Because
Yeah.
until after 1979, I think 1979, somebody made an American case. If it's American copyright, it has to be the 100 years. But before
okay.
that, if you didn't let it
You
fall,
could just
and it's
like keep renewing it.
yeah, if you didn't renew it though, if you missed it by 5 years, then it went immediately into public domain. That's why things like Night of the Living Dead were public domain.
Yeah, right.
You're screwed over.
Spin on in for the newest McDonald's Happy Meal. Turbo
Spin
Max.
on it.
Oh, Turbo Max!
Turbo Mac and
Look,
pull it back.
it's my Turbo Max.
Watch the fun begin as your Turbo Mac takes off in a spin.
Look at him go.
Collect all 4 Turbo Macs.
That's funny.
Spinning, grinning McDonald land friends.
I have the Grimace and the Hamburger,
And Birdie. One
but I don't have
Turbo
Birdie
Max Happy
because
Meal.
I have
Spin on into McDonald's
I have the
and get
Burger
one
Dude
for a
instead.
spin.
Oh, weird. You have Big Mac. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to point out that the font for Turbo Max is the font for Mad Balls. That's a weird like 80s.
They knew what they were doing. They knew
Yeah.
who they were targeting.
So, actually, maybe we'll pause this because we can zoom in for a second. I'm going to show you something I found on the street last week.
Okay, here, just one sec. Let's let the commercial end.
You mean we gotta go back?
Ricky Schroeder.
Turnarounds.
If that wasn't Ricky Schroeder, the taller guy is the kid from Dr. Alien, which is a very right at the movies reference.
Wow.
What?
Dr. Alien. Oh, now you just disappeared now.
I
I think we need to turn. I think we need to turn our
get rid
things
of the
up.
background. Yeah.
There we go. Look, hey, I'm not actually in Bedrock or Rockopolis or whatever the fuck I called it.
Delete it. Oh, and then I go to
Nope.
Coke. And then I go
Wrong show.
to the
That's
Safari.
the wrong show. That's a long time ago when I was in Africa. It's like a year ago almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Weird. Why don't I have one that just says stop it?
You don't have none? There's no none?
Really? Oh, I got to scroll up. There it is.
It's because you had so many options.
Options that I put in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So many jokes.
this is what I found on the street.
Okay.
This is a 2000
wow.
bucket for Halloween bucket. It's a fun little, cute little bat in there. And it's got the hamburger scaring hamburger scaring Grimace as a ghost.
Oh, I like
It's
it.
got-
Oh yeah, the Fry Guys.
Yeah, and there it tells his head
Fucking
wearing
Fry
a
Guys.
thing.
They probably stole my fries. That's where they are.
Yeah, it's bad. Do you know that those were originally called the Goblins?
Yeah, that makes sense.
They were supposed to be evil, and there's this random ghost coming out of Birdie's butt.
Wait, they were supposed to be evil?
Yeah, they were
How-
eating everybody's fries. They were running into fries.
Oh, yeah,
they were
they
called
were
the
fry
Goblins.
thieves.
And
But
then
what's
they
wrong-
took that away.
They turned that okay, but what about the hamburger who's literally stealing everyone's hamburgers?
Well,
That's acceptable?
Then he went to the mad scientist. The mad scientist took him, it did mental experiments on him, and it made him
Oh.
stop doing it. But every so often it laps. So he's trying to be good, just like the Grimace, who was the milkshake stealer and had 4 arms. But then when he lost his other 2 arms, he just became dopey and dumb because he may have possibly also been given a lobotomy by the mad scientist who makes the cookies.
Wow, you know a tremendous amount of McDonald land characters. I'm impressed. Oh, hey, look, it's Spooky Grimace.
From that same 2000s thing, it breaks
That's
open,
cool.
and then the secret, the big surprise that's in there, it's like a Kinder Surprise. He's like a ghost on the outside, but when you break him open, you
Nope.
get free butt plug.
Oh, hey, what kid doesn't want a free butt plug? All right, well, do we want to then now see what
What a
toy
butt
I've
plug
gotten?
does? Oh, okay, yeah.
What,
let's see your toy.
no, we don't want to see what the butt plug does. Although you may need it for all the McDonald's that
Hey,
you're
baby,
eating.
what's that butt plug do?
All right, let's see. I got my toy. So there we
Ooh.
go. It's Despicable Me. So you can see in a QR code for some reason.
Because everybody just
Why?
wants the digital version.
Yeah, everybody just wants the digital.
There's a
All
movie
right.
I'm rushing to see. What is
Oh.
that? Despicable Me 4?
Yeah, Despicable Me 4. I think. Oh, actually, this is great. I'm happy I got this. Oh, this is awesome. This is going right on my ledge of weird shit. It's a minion.
No. But for
And he's got a
racing-
removable baseball cap. So there you go. He's a butt plug. Look, I got another butt plug.
Hey!
Hey, butt plugs for everybody.
Looks like one of those heads that would
Oh,
go
hey.
with the old Play-Doh thing when you squeeze it, that like hair would come out.
All right. Well, there you go. That's my
Back to the
Happy
commercials
Meal.
now.
Oh,
I just realized
all right,
the
back
toy
to
is
some
coming
commercials.
out.
I'm hungry. I'm
broke.
Spent all my hard-earned
I was
money on
hoping to
He's
get
the
one
hardest
Big
working
Mac.
mayor, you know.
hungry children and old people back here wanting egg McMuffin. Well, we'll be home by
Old
noon.
people want an egg
Got any of
McMuffin.
that hard-earned money left? Not enough.
Nope, just the drug money.
Find a McDonald's.
It's enough. You can go to McDonald's and you can buy your whole family
So
everything.
he brought out what looked like a wad of cash there.
To be fair,
All this,
McDonald's is
all
not
that.
cheap.
I'm giving it
At all
finder's
anymore.
fee.
Yeah, pre-COVID, for multiple years, when I would like walk to work and shit, sometimes I would go to this one McDonald's, and I would always get the cheapy deal, the McDouble with fries and a pop, and that came up to that. The reason I kept doing it was because it tickled me that it came up to after tax $6.66, and then
And
like
how much? It's probably like $42 now.
yeah, it's like $8.72. I think that's what it was after taxes.
Or Kraft dressing.
For a McDouble?
27.
Yeah, well, McDouble is like only $3.99 without it, but if you get the combo and you make them mediums instead of smalls, Every time you make it from a medium to from a small, it adds an extra $1.
Yeah, assholes.
More time.
For the
Like they
McNugget
need
special
it.
with extra fries.
Yeah.
Extra fries?
Yes, sir. You order 9 or 20 chicken
Look at that.
McNuggets plus large fries and you get 30%
Nine
more
nuggets.
fries.
What about 10?
Yes, sir.
Then you have my permission.
It's
Dexter.
weird.
You won't regret
That
this.
9 or
nugget's
20, but
hanging
not
out-
10.
That one nugget's hanging out with that one extra calorie that's in the Diet Coke.
This is McDonald's, America's meat and potatoes.
No,
place.
this must be when
What's this? Quarter pounder with cheese.
Coming to America came out.
100% American meat.
Maybe, yeah.
And
I'm
this,
also a blaspheme. I mixed some Fruitopia with my Coke. I'm messed up.
only in America.
Huh.
Only a McDonald's.
But I don't think.
I wouldn't normally do it. I just seem to have that need when I go to McDonald's, which is rare these days.
America's
Yeah, I haven't been in a while. I'm gonna regret this in the long run.
I mean, sure,
Oh.
it's not the best burger. Ah.
Oh, you're talking
I love that they
chicken sandwich.
they credit Lucille. She's that important.
And it's funny, not many people know that the second B in BB King stands for burger. He's actually Burger King. He's B Burger King.
Real down home taste is something
I did.
special.
That's no, he's not. That's bullshit. You're pulling my leg.
No,
I
it's
was gonna-
totally true. He's
I
Ben's
was gonna
Burger
believe
King.
you.
You can say that again.
I was gonna say really. Then I thought about it.
Yeah, we know that it's not the best burger in the world, but it's just for a silly treat. It's for being coloring and fanciness and the funny boxes. We do love it for that. People are always thinking like, oh, you're so brainwashed by like funny advertising and by the packaging. It's like not really brainwashed, and we're 100% aware that that's why we want it.
Oh, I know that I'm being brainwashed, but like the amount of commercials that we watched as kids for McDonald's. How
I
could
feel
we
like
not be?
if you're brainwashed, you're not 100% aware that that's the reason why. This is what I actually want. And there are times when I will want a better burger, and I'll go to some grill place that has a really amazing messy burger. But
Yeah, like Burger King.
yeah, well, no, that's not that great either. I do enjoy a matzo burger from A&W quite often. That costs like $10
makes a
just for the
reasonable
burger. But and their drinks are always terribly watered down, so you can't win, man. No, I go to if you go to a Harvey's or something where you get to put all the things on your burger, you're eating a good burger when it can't stay together on its own.
Yeah, right.
You take the
Good
yellow
old,
pepperoni.
good old Harvey's. It's a Canadian
Yeah.
company. I'd rather support them in hindsight. Maybe I should have done an all Harvey's reel.
They
I probably have a
clowns
bunch.
in their commercials, though. There is a funness of just wanting to have this silly kid-like thing for your food. It is funny that we as adults still go. You are way too happy for that lady. This is how they pitch this commercial. They're like, what if we did West Side Story, but it was just about a burger? Are they fighting over the burger? No, they're both equally happy about it.
Yeah, they just like one part of it.
They just have different colors of clothing for their gangs, and they dance together for the McDLT.
Oh, they're selling me.
True, Mr. Fish. This tasty McChicken
I've never eaten a McFish. That's the level where I do fear.
Yeah, no.
The fish fillet, that's what it is. Yeah.
I'm fine with knowing that the chicken isn't really chicken, but I don't want to know what the fish is.
I also get furious when people say fish fillet on purpose, as if that's the way it should be pronounced.
Lots of them. Hey, group.
The game Monopoly has come to life at McDonald's. It's big.
And of course, Monopoly.
Yeah, which is that's a boom for them every summer when that happens.
Congratulations.
Definitely won some free fries and things like that, but I don't know anyone who ever won a real prize.
Yeah, I only ever win free fries.
I know at the offices I worked at, there were always a bunch of old ladies who madly collected, and they were like, "If you don't want it, I'll take it." And I'm like, I bet they never won anything.
But that was the subject of a documentary series a while ago about some dude that worked at the factory that made them, and was grifting them and selling them off to his family members.
Yeah. It's insider trading.
No, the McDonald's edition. What the fuck is this? McDonald's pizza.
Yeah. I believe that Canada was also one of the only people that really had McDonald's pizza. We were the test grounds for it multiple times, and it never
And then the
flew.
fajita.
I bet the fajita went a couple of times. I think because they have the breakfast wraps and all that stuff still to this day. I mean,
That's true.
Same logic. I bet you if you're in California, they probably still just call it a fajita, even though it's just the breakfast wrap.
It's the breakfast fajita.
Yeah. And if only it was only $1.29
at McDonald's.
They gave me strawberry flavored yogurt
Oh.
too with my Happy Meal.
Oh man!
Well, I stand for what?
Don't you just
Oh,
love
everybody
it?
did
They're
these
on
ads.
sale. Right now, get a fillet of fish. Or
That might
McChicken
be
for
his
just
hair.
99
That might not
cents.
be a
That's
wig.
great.
But America craves change.
That's why I crave them. They're a great change of pace. Or in the
The other
morning,
guy's
get
a pretty
sausage
iconic
McMuffin
actor,
with egg
too.
For 99 cents.
But what about the issues? Issues.
Bless
It
you. The
looks
Great
like Hal
American
Holbrook, but
Sandwich
it's not.
sale For a very short time at McDonald's.
They always did a lot of connecting with the Olympics too. They were, probably one of the only companies that could afford to actually sponsor the Olympics.
Well, like the amount of celebrities that do ads is insane, and the amount of tie-ins too.
I mean, in some situations, we look back on it because they worked for like a Hollywood production company back in the 80s and early 90s. So like guys like George Costanza there, Jason Alexander, he wasn't famous yet when he did that. But that bit with Phil Hartman, he was already Saturday Night Live's
Oh, he's
Phil Hartman.
100% already famous. Yeah.
Yeah.
McDonald's introduces a new kind of steak for a new kind of
A new kind of steak.
steak topped with onions, mushrooms, and
There's no way in hell that any of these sportsing athlete people are eating McDonald's.
Yeah.
McDonald's new grilled steak sandwich.
There is still this sense of Americana, though. I know a lot of like extreme sports guys who I was like, oh, that was like a joke that they would say we're going to go to McDonald's afterwards, and like, no, they would, because they were also just potheads. So they were just like, it's hilarious to go and eat a fucking Big Mac, but like, you know, only like right after you did a show. Like you don't do that like during the week.
I had that. I also had that Charlie Brown. I don't know where they went. I found these Fast Macs at a
69.
garage sale recently.
McDonald's
Oh,
presents
and of
the
course,
matchup in basketball. Charles and Taz.
Looney Tunes everywhere. If there's something to shill, the Looney Tunes are there.
Yeah. Look at other WLC shows when we talk about that. Actually, those cups have been sweet. I have a lot of like a big collector of the 7-Eleven slushy cups when they don't do a lot of like big commercial angles now.
Oh, look, it's Michael against Michael.
Oh yeah, depending on what variant of Michael Jordan you want. Could you imagine anyone who their favorite Michael Jordan moment is baseball Michael Jordan?
Is the baseball Michael Jordan? Yeah.
Tasty mozzarella cheese.
It's like I heard of like this guy who was shocked that Alice Cooper was a musician. He thought he was just a really weird golfer.
Yeah, apparently that's all he does. He just golfs when he's not touring.
However, he does consistently have shows going on. He is always touring too. No.
He's one of the hardest working men in rock and roll.
It's so he won't do drugs or drink. He has to constantly.
Well, yeah, isn't he like super sober? He doesn't drink. He doesn't do anything. But he's been like that since like the 70s.
Yeah, well, at least the 80s. It was the late 70s, and he became the cocaine head when he moved to Canada to make Welcome to My Nightmare, because he found all the cheap cocaine dealers who happened to be all buddies of Elton John. So Elton John always felt bad. She's a funny star. Not many people maybe know who she is, other than the fact that she's that squeaky cute blonde girl from the 80s. But
well, yeah, I recognize her, but I don't know why.
One of the funniest ones is she's Bobcat Goldthwait's girlfriend in Police Academy 4.
Okay.
In a movie called Star Kid, she's the mom, and it was weird because it was like 1999 or something like that, so now she's mom age, but she still just kind of looks the same.
See, I could have had that Szechuan sauce she was talking about, but no.
No, god damn it. Rick and
McDonald's
Morty
fucked
took
my
it away
shit.
from you. Rick and Morty went in there and teleported it away out of your
stole.
bag.
Yeah, they teleported out of my bag.
But if you're in a hurry, don't
Oh, that's
worry.
cool.
And then they'll just fold down.
Not a promotion.
Oh, into a burger.
To a burger. Whoa. I wish he was also a sharpener. By the bottom of it, it looks like he should be a pencil sharpener. He was like a triple changer.
You've got to get wise to money.
And that'd just be handy to have.
That's to get wise to money. Just spend 59 cents in
Penny
this shit.
saved is a penny earned. That's
Get crab dad.
For breakfast, a sausage biscuit is 79 cents.
Get good stuff at a good price.
That's such an American thing to call it, a sausage
And the
biscuit.
breakfast burrito or chicken fajita, only 99 cents each.
When you get to be my age,
Why are the fajitas more expensive? I guess because they were new and cool.
Yeah, maybe.
McDonald's takes
Well, here we go.
to bedrock.
McDonald's.
Hey.
Introducing one that is truly unique, one of extraordinary appeal. The Grand Poobah Meal at McDonald's. A juicy McRib sandwich with tangy barbecue sauce.
It's weird. They were like, McDonald's always put a Mick thing at the beginning of things for their puns, but they always put rock at the beginning, so they had to decide which weird pun goes first.
Well, what would it be?
What you want is what
Mick.
you get at McDonald's today.
Big Bedrock.
Mick
And we're back
Rock?
on Tuesday.
Mick Rock?
On the fridge. I color-coded all your meals so you won't
I
be
was gonna say
confused.
Mick
The
Bedrock,
blue one is
but,
a
yeah.
beef dish. B is
Yeah.
for beef. The pink one's a pork dish. P is for pork. You get
Mixed-
the idea. The green
mixed
one is for vegetables.
Flintstone.
It should be violet for vegetables. But I thought you might see violet but think purple and interpret pork, which would defeat the whole purpose.
Shut
of
up,
me
Mom. We're going to
color-coding all this.
McDonald's.
I mean, it's on-
Yeah, basically,
Sounds like
this
crazy
dad, that dad looks like Mark Wahlberg in that new trailer.
Did somebody say
That kid's shirt just says trucks.
Color-coded breakfast, too.
Nothing cooler.
The way they were playing the McDonald's theme song just sounded like the Peanuts Christmas album. Oh shit, let me get my toy of that.
9 cents each. Motorized.
Do you have one of these?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
That transform into awesome vehicles. Built tough by Tommy from McDonald's. You can collect all 4, a different one each week.
Dad, isn't it past your bedtime?
It's a good time for
Commandrons.
Commandrons at McDonald's.
I have Solaris Commandron, and he's still in his box, but I'll take him out just for the show.
Wow.
I have taken him out before. Look at all the instructions and everything.
Yeah, okay. But that didn't actually come from McDonald's.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't
In a
get it.
box?
Yeah, it came in that box.
Oh, wow.
That's why they're
That's
color coded
awesome.
this way. They were like originally for them, but they are made by Tommy, the guys who made all the little like your best friend robots back in the 80s.
Yeah.
I have seen online
That's
that in like there are these like Japanese or China bootlegs that have them in blister packs in present years. But
Okay.
these are the ones you originally got, and you bought it at McDonald's.
Oh, wow.
Bought it separately.
Does it
Didn't
have
like come
McDonald's
with it.
branding on it?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. But I know those were the ones you had, and you could buy them from them. But not to say that they didn't maybe exist in other forms later, because I have seen blister pack versions of them, but the only times I've ever seen the blister pack ones online, they're not written in English on them.
Okay.
Wow,
What's the captain from? It's not Long John Silver. It's
that's a different fast food restaurant.
Now, it's a cheeseburger.
What's the other one though?
Because from now on,
Oh,
what am I thinking? What's the Highliner?
Captain Highliner, right? Yeah.
Cheeseburger for only
Or
69 cents.
in England, it's Captain Birdseye.
Cheeseburgers only at McDonald's.
Perfect.
Look, my little carrot cupcake.
I've always wanted a convertible.
Same company, they just have a different name for some reason.
And there are 4 different models, my little dill pickle.
Well, this one went out of sync a bit.
McDonald's presents the Fraggle Rock Collection.
Are you a couple crazy?
And Wembley and a pickle.
Oh, I do have one of these somewhere.
Yeah, I used to have these
Every
too.
week. How much? 49 cents each at
I mean,
participating McDonald's.
This was like the special thing to do, was to go to McDonald's when I was a kid, and my parents used to take me, which I can't believe my dad would take me to this, but because he was like against all these things, but for some reason McDonald's was acceptable.
When I was a little kid, my parents always took me and my friends on my birthday to McDonald's because it was cheap, but it looked fun.
Yeah, right. I mean, I guess that was also part of it. It was cheap.
Yeah. We went to McDonald's, shut us up to all eat junk food, get some little toy thing, then went to Blockbuster and rented a bunch of video games to play.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like fun. That's a good night.
It's a good night now.
Yeah, I'll take that night right now.
The quarter pounder was my thing though. When I was like, I would eat there not regularly, I never did. But I mean, when it wasn't a bizarre thing for me to do, I would eat the quarter pounder. And then I sort of look back on that going, holy crap, the amount of quarter pounders if I've tried to eat one in recent years, and you're just like how greasy it is and how like scary it is. And I am no exemplary method of health here, so I mean I'm not one to like really worry about that kind of thing.
Yep. No, totally. I'm definitely gonna regret all the McDonald's that I just ate. I shouldn't have done it, but I did it.
Don't worry.
What you want?
We got the marinara inside.
McDonald's today.
Look at him.
Yeah.
He's got a real snappy suit.
I can't find the Officer Big Mac, so I want to redo the box so that it says ACAB, all cops are burgers.
Perfect. Oh, she's gonna be so surprised. Would you be happy if some of your students brought you McDonald's?
You brought me McDonald's breakfast? Yeah, I still like McDonald's breakfast stuff. Their hash browns.
Actually, fair. That is my favorite thing there.
It's like, the sausage McMuffin and the hash browns. Yeah, right.
One food that gives you what you need.
I'm old enough to have memory of the styrofoam boxes when they had the pancakes in there, and you had the big squeaky box that opened up, put out the pancake, and then just like covered it
the
in like
cup syrup.
And cholesterol-free oil for our chicken, potatoes, and fish.
Cholesterol-free oil.
A long list of good foods to choose from. All you've got to
But not that you're gonna buy
in the 80s, in the 90s, when everything was like all health conscious, so they were trying to like show that they could be. Forget all this healthy stuff. I want the burger.
I mean, the people were saying, "Oh, we're losing money because we are renowned as not being a healthier choice." But again, if someone was a healthier choice, they just weren't going to go to McDonald's. That wasn't what was going to happen.
Yeah, totally.
Man, those shirts, such a '90s thing.
I love that one shirt. On the right, that shirt on the right is amazing. I totally wear that.
I've been seeing actually a couple of those styles of like the 4-part Fresh Prince era type shirts appearing in stores again now, which scares me as much as it excites me.
And here we go, the Harlem Globetrotters. Everybody did a McDonald's ad.
I mean, the Harlem Globetrotters did ads for everything. They were the Looney Tunes of. That's I think why the Looney Tunes always wanted to do things with basketball, because they were like, wait, we're just the same as the Harlem Globetrotters.
Wait, we are the Harlem Globetrotters. How did that happen?
The beginning end of that commercial is great. That way that kid spins and goes,
well, that's new.
His face is precious.
So I asked the manager, and she shows me how they freshly cook it right there.
That baseline is
meatballs, rich fettuccine Alfredo.
But only served from 4 to 9 p.m. Imagine going in to McDonald's and be like, at 9 p.m., hit me up with a plate of spaghetti, please.
Yeah, there's lasagna in there.
So I get the lasagna.
Give me some late night lasagna.
In no time at
I mean, I have eaten many a late night lasagna in my time, but not from McDonald's.
Yeah, but you need to be multiple beers in to want to do that.
Sometimes I just realize that's what's in the fridge at midnight.
I was giving you an out. Just take the out.
No, it came out soon enough.
Yeah, all that processed cheese. Look at it sizzle.
Let me just say, I love lasagna and hate Mondays almost as much as Garfield.
You want to know 7
How could you not?
Make Mom's day.
Let's have dinner at McDonald's tonight, Mom.
That's it. Come on. You know what they are.
Let's have dinner at McDonald's tonight, Mom.
Now that wasn't too hard, was it?
I hate your cooking, Mom. Let's go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's better there.
Don't worry. Sometimes Mom hates her cooking too.
Oh, yeah, well.
Come on.
Those food scientists have perfected the taste.
Food scientists. I believe that's called a foodstavist.
All-Star Showdown. Sylvester is so wounded, he breaks through.
So wounded.
McDonald's for Michael Jordan's McBacon Deluxe. Two tempting all-beef
specifically the Michael Jordan bacon.
That looks pretty good.
Time.
How many of those do you think?
Today.
How many times do you think Michael Jordan actually ate one of those? Probably once in a commercial.
And like didn't finish it. Yeah. What did Larry Bird feel like during that commercial? He didn't get mentioned at all, and he was in both of those.
When you buy McDonald's Peanuts Happy Meal, you'll get one of 4 Peanuts friends with neat farm stuff.
He's just happy to be there.
I never saw these ones. Had a lot of peanuts.
Yeah, I don't remember these ones.
McDonald's Peanuts Happy Meal. You can collect all 4.
It's the Peanuts Happy Meal.
There's something new cooking at McDonald's.
It's a ghost.
People are
Well, only 70 billion had been served at that point.
In new bacon and egg McMuffin. It's the aroma of that slice of milk.
This commercial's so old, there's a milkman delivering milk by hand.
And a toasted English muffin.
Serena's parents get a milkman to deliver milk to them.
It's a great.
They're like,
really? That's cool.
Yeah, there's.
I guess in Kingston, there'd be more of a
not
demand
because
for
it's
that?
older. It's because they're just have hipster things that like you can sign up for.
Oh, yummy! Let's
That's nice.
Hey, oh man, my McDonald's holy grail, because of the fact that I just love corporate sellout schluck and cartoony advertising and marketing.
Yeah.
I love all this stuff, of course, obviously. The holy grail for what I want to find is there was a tape series you could get. I believe you could really early you could get these like paper records, but in the early 90s there was a set of tapes for Halloween, and they were songs and like raps done by the characters in Halloween theme.
That's awesome. Those must exist online.
Yeah, I'm sure people are selling them on eBay, and I'm pretty sure most of them, the actual tape itself has been ripped on there, but just the concept that there were these, again, in blister packs that you could see through, it looked like the book on tape type things, and they're like bright orange cassette
that
tape.
sounds awesome.
Or a bright purple one, because I believe there's a whole like spooky Grimace tape specifically.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, well, I'll have to look for those.
This is exactly all the kids that work at our store. Child labor.
Yeah, this is like literally indoctrination. Look at all these kids that will have to work at McDonald's in the future. I mean, to be fair, it's a reasonably good job to have when you're a kid.
Big
Yeah.
Mac, what will you
Probably,
find just
yeah.
under your pickle?
Just under your pickle.
Brian. Line 3. Line 3. Lettuce. That's correct. Lettuce. That's worth another 85 points. You now have.
And that comes from.
You jump into the lead.
What game show was that?
I don't know. Some sort of word search. It was just like a random little clip at the end of a tape, so it just got picked up at some point.
Weird. There's so many gimmicky early 80s, late 70s faux digital games.
Yeah,
It's
totally. There's so many good game shows.
Usually all produced by like Betty White's husband, who after the whole like super password era.
There you go. There's 30 minutes of McDonald's commercials. Can you believe we made it?
What I will get you to flash on the screen and edit into this. There is a high fashion company that raises money for charity, usually for like McDonald's house, and they make clothes every year that are McDonald's themed, and they're pricey, but you can go and ask for a catalog from it when you go to a McDonald's. And I have in the past ordered their socks at one point, but no longer fit my feet or even my girlfriend's feet. But before, I think we definitely had some Grimace socks.
How large have your feet gotten?
Yeah, well, they more just sort of like broke their way through them. Like they weren't
fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
they look like the Hulk right now wearing them. When we got them, to be fair, they were way smaller than we expected.
Okay.
So it was.
It was. Yeah, they weren't appropriately sized. That usually happens with gimmick socks. I mean, I had to wear one of those uniforms as a teenager. I don't want to wear one again. That sounds like an awful thing. At least I don't want to pay to wear one. I had to pay for my own pants when I worked at McDonald's. That was part of the deal. Actually, I think I had to pay for the uniform now that I think about it. I wonder if I still have the shirt somewhere. I just might. Yeah, no, I'm basically the exact same size that I've been since I was 17. I haven't really changed at all. Just been a steady fat since 17.
In high school, I was just a dish pig for a bar. So, I mean, that really explains, my version of life. Scummy drunks were around me at like 16 and 17. So one last thing before we go to edit this in, so we can hype something for the future and we can ask the people if they want to see this. This is something for the future. I don't think I've given this to you it's probably on YouTube though, but if people want to see us do a watch along of McTreasure Island.
Yes, please. I definitely want to watch that. Yeah, that's definitely on YouTube. I think all the McDonald's things are. Although, you know what? They might get taken down. I wonder if anybody cares.
30 minutes long.
That's all it needs to be. I have a Christmas special that's that aired on ABC that's hosted by Ronald McDonald.
Do you
from
have
like
the
the
one that was
80s.
that like the Strange Adventures of that was the early 90s? It's drawn by the same guy who did the Wild Thornberries. That was like a whole series, a TV show.
Oh yeah, it's got that vibe. I think it
And
might be that, but it was like it aired on prime time during like a Christmas block. So it's
Yeah,
like a
because
sponsored by McDonald's half hour.
because the McDonald Ronald a real McDonald did come on at the beginning of the Strange Adventures of Ronald McDonald, was a Weird Adventures. And he had a weird dog that had like dready hair like everybody, because everybody had it was drawn not too unlike the dog from the Wild Thornberries, because it was definitely the same
Oh,
people. But
yeah, right.
this was a one-off thing that you bought at stores. It's 30 minutes. It's not connected to anything else. The style's not like anybody else, but it's a very tight 80s animation. It feels
I'm
like
down
Cartoon All Stars to
100%.
the rescue.
Okay. Yeah, I'm totally down for that. What was with McDonald's and putting out VHS tapes? Like I put on my Instagram a couple of days ago the one for Ghost, Wayne's World. They put out
Right.
Addams Family, and then I found another one today with Field of Dreams and all those feel good family movies. They would put
You know,
those out.
whatever production company was involved with those movies must have just like wanted to get rid of some overstock.
Oh, I think they're all Paramount now that I think about it. So maybe that's the deal.
I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised
maybe
if
that was
Paramount
their
and
way of
McDonald's
getting
are-
rid of their overstock or making their releases the biggest releases of the year.
Yeah.
But you still have to pay for them. They just had the McDonald's branding on them.
I got my Ninja Turtles DVD from Pizza Hut, and then I thought,
okay.
oh, they did it because it was the Ninja Turtles and pizza, so it was only that. But I remember at that deal, you could also get Weekend at Bernie's.
It's just Bernie.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Branded things are fun. I know that it's like, selling out and it's corporate shilling and all that shit, but there's something about the branding.
The choice of why they did it is so interesting, because it was like
Yeah.
there was a board of guys who sat down in a room, and all these old men had to sit and discuss why they're going to do this.
Especially in the 80s, they were like the kings of marketing to kids. And that's where like all of advertising has been like learned from. Everything spawned from like that time period when we were kids.
Oh yeah, I think
the way that McDonald's commercials were targeted to us and the way that all of those things were targeted, it's like a specific time, and it's carried on till now, which is
I bet they're
interesting.
hiding the fact that a lot of the guys that produced and directed their videos at the time are like major television and film producers and directors now. But there's there's a certain reason why they don't want to let you know that. But for sure, the people who worked on the marketing teams for that in the 80s, those guys all retired by 1990. They were they didn't need to worry about.
Well, there's that really amazing Instagram account called Filming in McDonald Land, I think, right? And it's
that was
just
the guy who worked on effects for it. So he has the rights to those photos.
Yeah, so he just shows the most amazing behind the scenes stuff, and the effort that they put into it is just fascinating. And also the fact that every single one of those commercials that we saw was filmed at a fake McDonald's.
Yeah.
That they've had a fake McDonald's in Hollywood for
because you could always see that the background wasn't real. It was an indoor, smaller McDonald's, but the camera angled it just enough, and it was obviously large just enough to make you as a kid believe that you could walk around inside that thing.
Exactly. It's amazing. You know that the fake McDonald's that they use for all the filming, that's the one that's also in Mac and Me. So that crazy dance number with when he's
so
in
then
the bear
there's
costume.
one that is a full size indoor.
Yeah, it's in Los Angeles. It was used also in Clerks 2. It was made up as movies for Yeah, I think so. Maybe I'm making that up, and I think that that's true.
Someone
tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah, somebody in the comments tell me if I'm right or wrong on that one. I might have just conflated that.
And I believe, other than just being a joke in the credits where it says Ronald McDonald played by himself, the Ronald McDonald who is in Mac and Me is the same one who did all those commercials in the 80s. They always had targeted one guy, and he would also do public appearances and things like that.
He's my Ronald. That's the Ronald I remember. Yeah. Now it's some animated version, I think. I don't even think it's a real dude.
Hi, kids. It's me, Ronald McDonald, and I'm on the set of my very first motion picture ever. It's a movie called Mac and Me, and I want to introduce you to him.
Well, you'll have to go over to WOC archives to watch the entire 3-hour cut of all the McDonald's footage that you
The
put
extended
together.
cut. Yeah. Maybe I should put out like a DVD of just all like a
McDVD.
compilation. Yeah, just of all the McDonald's commercials I have.
Because like I
What if
said, we're
people
not
would buy
getting
that?
McMonetized.
No, I got to make money off of McDonald's somehow. All right. Well,
Money burgers.
That was fun.
Yeah, good times. I'm gonna go have some indigestion. Hope you will too.
See you later.